Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. We are back with another update video. In this video we will discuss the Capcom showcase that is rumored to be taking place next month in October. It will be heavily focused on the Resident Evil franchise. And there is some great news for those fans of the series that still haven't gotten their hands on a PlayStation 5. And with that said, let's jump into the video. Capcom has taken it upon themselves to host a PlayStation Showcase style event that will take place sometime in October. Since the Resident Evil Village DLC, the Winter's expansion, is set to release on October 28th, it is highly likely that the event will take place before that. However, there has yet to be a confirmed date for the event at this point, but I will keep you guys posted as soon as the date is revealed. We also got some more details on what we can expect from the Shadows of Rose story DLC to go along with a handful of new images as well. Capcom producer Tsuyoshi Kanda wrote this about the DLC in a PlayStation blog post. Rose was just a baby when her father, Ethan Winters, saved her, putting his own life on the line in the process. This story DLC will feature Rose 16 years after the events of the original story, now fighting for her survival. The game takes place in the realm of consciousness of the Megamycete. This realm is a world where many traps and monstrosities lurk. However, Rose can only carry a handgun, a little bit of ammo, and first aid med. With little resources in hand, Rose needs to use the very powers she desperately wants to rid herself of. Her unusual abilities can stop enemies for a while and can also be used to destroy obstacles in her way. By using Rose's power effectively, you can take careful aim at any enemy's weakness. A very interesting take for a Resident Evil DLC expansion. With Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, we had the Not a Hero and End of Zoe expansion, where the player was able to take control of Chris Redfield and Joe Baker respectively and just wreak absolute havoc on anything in their path. But now, with RE Village, we are given the task of survival while only being equipped with a handgun, armed with very limited amount of ammo, and given first aid medkits. Oh, and let's not forget Rose's unusual powers. Although it is kind of hard to tell, we can see some of Rose's abilities on display in these images. There are also a couple of new screenshots from the Mercenaries game mode. From the images, you can see that each player has their own unique meters. Chris Redfield's meter is called the Onslaught gauge, Lady Dimitrescu's is called the Thrill gauge, and Heisenberg's gauge, the Charge Up Hammer, can be seen being used in-game. Some other details include what seem to be challenges, the number of enemies that you have defeated versus the number of enemies that have spawned that round, the round timer, and your score. We can also see that the player is rewarded with lei seemingly upon completing challenges or surviving the round. And there appears to be 3 confirmed locations, one being the outskirts of the main village, the other being Castle Dimitrescu, and the last being Heisenberg's cave/factory. Alongside some possible Resident Evil DLC gameplay, it is highly likely that we will get to see some actual hands-on gameplay of the Resident Evil 4 Remake. And maybe we will finally see how the village looks and plays. And lastly, some more news on the Resident Evil 4 Remake. When the remake was initially revealed during PlayStation State of Play back in June, Capcom said it would release on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, and PC. It was never mentioned if RE4 Remake would make its way onto last-gen consoles. However, last-gen console owners should not worry, because Capcom has confirmed that the game will be available on the PlayStation 4 when it launches on March 24th, 2023. Oddly enough, Capcom left out the game's availability when it comes to the Xbox One, but one can make the assumption if the game will be available on the PS4, then most likely it will be available on the Xbox One. I hope. And that is going to do it for this video. Let me know what you guys think about the upcoming Capcom showcase. Are you guys more excited for the Resident Evil Village DLC or the Resident Evil 4 Remake? Let me know in the comments down below. If you guys enjoyed the video or found it informative, consider leaving a like. It really helps the channel out. And for more updates on Resident Evil, Capcom, and video game news, subscribe to the channel. Till next time, I will catch you guys in the next video.